My name is Monari, the head of research at Silverwalk Mazingira Hub. And here we do 5 things: action on research, propagation, conservation, and consultation. So our work is mainly formed because majority, actually close to a quarter of our indigenous trees right now are threatened to extinction, and we are trying as much as we can to propagate those trees here and also do more research into their uses and how we can find more economic sense into the trees so that we can get as many people to plant them in their farm, and in such a doing we can buffer them from facing the extinction that they are facing at this time. Here in this nursery we have 132 indigenous tree species. In Kenya we have 1,400 indigenous tree species, and here we have 132, and every day, every month and every year we have goals of trying to expand the numbers of species that we conserve here. So we'll be able to see them and talk about a few of them. We can talk about this one, for example. This one is called Myrianthus holstii, or the giant yellow mulberry. It's an indigenous fruit that grows around Mount Kenya. It's a really huge fruit, the size of the common avocado. We are having here, and we would even recommend that people plant them and sell them in the market, just like we sell the other fruits.
And the sweet taste?
Yes, it tastes like pineapple.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we have another indigenous fruit here. This one is called Scutia myritina, or cat thorns. It's called cat thorns because as it continues to grow, the thorns actually start forming the shape of the cat's claws. But the fruits are tiny and black. They are not so big, but they are very sweet. And apart from the fact that you can get fruits from this tree, we've also given it another economical sense, because you can actually plant this as a fence. So while you have your fence, you can also be eating the fruits as they grow. And I would explain also about the local name, where it's called Muharangware for the Kikuyu people, and that is derived from the fact that Ngware are birds which love the fruits, but because of the thorns scratch the birds when they come to eat the fruits. Then this is generally our propagation area. This is where we germinate
in different bags.
Yeah, in different bags. And you can see we are having some good germination rates over there. And I would explain why we prefer using this than the traditional method. One is because if the elements that are good for germination, for example sunlight, are missing at this particular point, you can lift up the bag and move it to the next spot where there are those elements. And also we don't lose a lot of water because we pay for water here. We don't lose a lot of water because we are when we are spraying, we spray on the particular bag only. And also in case there is something like a flood or any natural calamities, we won't lose. For example, if there is floods, they won't sweep our bags here compared to having the propagation or germination area on the ground. And also we are able to monitor. You can't get some, for example, moles cannot eat the seeds where they are here. So that's why we prefer using this, and we get excellent germination.
Best results.
For our trees. The East African mahogany.
Kaya.
Yes, Kaya Antontheca. That is one of the best timber trees that you can actually get. And looking at what most people are doing is they are growing exotic trees for timber, while we don't plant these indigenous trees. And because of the over-exploitation for the timber, you get that they are facing extinction. So here we have lots of mahoganies so that people can plant for the sake of timber and also for the sake of conservation, and most importantly, to also be able to harvest seeds that can be used in future for propagation of the same.
So you are a seed bank as well?
Yes. Then here we have another threatened tree, which is also common, especially medicinary. This is called Prunus africana, or the red stinking wood. Prunus is medicine for prostate cancer, actually, and a company in France for a long time had a patent in the commercial production of prostate cancer medicine from Prunus africana.
The patent is finished now?
Yeah. Then we can talk about this one here. It has a very difficult scientific name. It is called Elaodendron pushanani. Locally here we call it mutanga, and it's hardy. This one can grow in dry areas. Actually, in dry areas like Kajiado you can find it, but generally it's well distributed across the country. So this one, at least for the Maasais, they use it medicinally for two purposes. One, for digestive and stomach disorders and upsets. So if you have the stomach disorders and digestive upsets, you can use the bark of this tree. And right here where we are located in the estate, where we've been able to harvest the seeds that germinated in these ones, those trees are debarked a lot right here in the estate. So people come in already you will see the red growing kind of color. So these ones, we actually got the fruits from Kisii. So that's the provenance for this particular species here.
And Kisii, most of the trees will grow there. It's a very good climate, and there's altitude as well.
Yeah, the altitude is also high, so most of the trees growing in central and western Kenya can grow in
They'll do well.
Kisii. Yeah. We have another tree here that is good for beekeeping, and it also has beautiful flowers. This one we call it Shrebera alata.
Shrebera alata.
Yes. Most of the time it's a highland tree. We've harvested this from central Kenya. That's where we got the seeds. And it's good for beekeeping, and it's also an appealing tree to look at in terms of beauty. So these are more of Prunus africana.
Older ones.
Yeah. Then here we have a highly medicinal tree and another indigenous fruit that also has a potential for using it as a fence, as a live fence. We call this one Carissa edulis. Carissa edulis, for those that might not know, this name is common. Yeah?
Is it papaya?
No.
Carissa.
Papaya is Carica.
Carica.
Yeah,
okay.
Carica papaya. This is Carissa edulis.
Okay.
That is also called Roriondo.
Roriondo.
So Roriondo was very popular back in the 2000s when there emerged a herbal doctor in Tanzania, and it was very popular. People were going there for the medicine. This was the main component of the Roriondo herbal medicine that people are going for. So generally the roots and the leaves, you can use them as a painkiller. So you can make a concoction and take it as a painkiller. And if you have skin diseases, you can boil the roots, then have water in a container, then cover yourself as a sauna. It also helps that. And most importantly, also it heals STDIs. Then the fruits are edible. They are tiny sweet fruits, they are edible, and as we said, you can also plant it around the fence. This one is called Margaritaria discoidea. Margaritaria discoidea, these ones we harvested the fruits right here in the estate. It's generally a beautiful tree. It's normally evergreen, but during the dry seasons it drops all the leaves. And what I like about it is the resilience that this tree has at the time when it's dry. It's able to drop all the leaves but still continue to live until the onset of the next rains. You begin to see new leaves, and again it will be green. You wouldn't think that it had dropped all the leaves a while ago. Another important tree that we are trying to conserve here, this is a plant in the coffee family, and you might look at it.
Is it coffee or?
Yeah, it is in the coffee family, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Afrocanthium keniense. Afrocanthium keniense is rare, endemic, and vulnerable to extinction. So, what happened to this tree species is that it grows in the surrounding of Nairobi. That is its native environment, and that's why it's endemic. That is the only place it grows in the whole world. And unfortunately, the area around Nairobi has now become an urban center. So it has technically lost its habitat. So it's therefore vulnerable to extinction at this time. The fruits, which are berries like coffee berries, they are edible and they taste like jaggery. It normally fruits around here in December, January, and February. Yeah.
And it's a proper tree.
It's a shrub. Yeah,
similar to coffee.
Yeah, most of plants in the coffee family, they are generally shrubs.
Okay.
Yeah. Another plant in the coffee family that has very beautiful flowers, and I hope you can find a way of showing those flowers.
The white ones.
Yes, with
the pattern.
Yeah. So this one is called Rothmania buceriformis. Yeah, beautiful flowers. So something else that we do here is we try to recommend people to plant indigenous trees for landscaping purposes, because we have various trees which have very beautiful flowers that can be used for that purpose instead of
the pollinators as well.
Yeah, exotic trees.
You have 0 exotic trees, yeah?
Yeah.
No eucalyptus?
No.
Very nice.
Yeah. Then another indigenous fruit here, also in the coffee family. This we have actually 2 species, just that we've finished most of them. This is Vangueria madagascariensis, and it is characterized by a bit of velvety on the surface, or smooth.
Yeah.
Then we have Vangueria volkensi, which is a bit hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are wild. The English name is wild medra. It's a common fruit around the country, and I don't know how to describe the fruit, but we can also be able to show the picture of how the fruits look like. Another tree that is good for beekeeping and also for landscaping is this one. It's called Sidrax shimberiana. It has white flowers, and it's also in the coffee family. So I would want to show you a bit of how we are able to identify plants in the coffee family.
Yeah.
You can take a look at this one here.
Yeah.
You can see the spear-shaped bud.
Yeah.
Then it is the same thing if you look at this one. It forms a spear-shaped bud at the top. Then you can also look at this one, and even that one.
Is that rubiaceae?
Rubiaceae, yeah.
They all do this?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the basic way that we eat flowers. This is Gardenia tainvolia, and this is Gardenia volkensi. So all of them have beautiful flowers, and all of these we recommend them for the purpose of landscaping. Then we can come back here and talk about a few more. If you've heard about amarula,
Yeah.
The famous Amarula
drink.
Yeah, drink.
And the elephants.
Yes, and the elephants in the southern Africa. This plant grows here in the country, in Kenya, and these are Amarula seedlings.
Very nice.
Yeah. Then we have another one here that is a fruit, especially likes to grow in Ukambani, and it's a fruit and it's also good for timber. It is called Pachemia discolor, or brown ivory, and that brown ivory it's because of the timber, and the fruits are also edible yellow fruits. Likes to grow in Machakos, Kitui, Ukambani, and the lower parts of central, around Tarakaniti, yeah, the drier areas of central. Then this one is coastal. It's another indigenous fruit, but it's from the coast. It is called Uvaria acuminata. We are trying to see whether it can be able to survive here, but for the inland of Kenya, we have Uvaria shefreri, which grows in the inland. This one grows in the coast.
Do you have this Cinespalum dulciferum also?
Yeah?
Cinespalum. It's like a miracle berry.
No.
And then there's this mugombo, or the sweet. It's like a bungo juice or something. Victoria, they call it.
Yeah, Victoria.
Saba comorensis.
Yes. Saba comorensis, we recently got the fruits. And Victoria, no. But
it's
we
a
have,
vine, yeah?
Yeah. For the Victoria, which is Randovia kiki, grows exclusively in the coast. On the inland, we have Randovia puchanani, which we will see in a moment.
And similar fruit.
Yes,
similar flavor.
Yeah, but
very nice.
It's
one of my favorite fruits.
Yeah. Then here we have
moringa.
No, this is one of the most expensive woods in the world. It is called Dalbergia meranoxylon, which is also vulnerable to extinction, the African ebony. The wood inside is very beautiful, black. The tree takes an upward of 60 years to mature, so that's a long time.
It's more on the coast or all over?
Yeah, it's more in the coast and the Ukambani, and you also find it around West Pokot, a bit of the dry areas.
Okay.
So the timber has very high density, such that if you put it in water, it actually sinks, which is rare for most of the trees. Yeah.
It's different to the one from Sri Lanka. They have some ebony there.
Yeah.
It's like ebony, Dalboxylum ebony or something.
It could be the...
This is the same family as the English oak.
No, it's not.
And it's same family as silver oak?
No.
No.
Yeah. So this one, Meru oak, is also endemic to central Kenya, and it's also endangered. Actually, it's endangered because of the overexploitation for the timber. Yeah. So that's one more thing that it actually has. It, if you shake up the leaves a bit and smell, it has very nice aroma or scent that comes from the leaves.
Just from the leaves.
Yeah, and we've been recently told that it has the potential in doing barbecue. So you can harvest the leaves and the barbecue
for
meat.
The flavor.
Yes, for the flavor. Then you can.
This is acacia.
Yeah, that's acacia. We call Strychnos henningisi. Strychnos henningisi is commonly known as muteta. It has tonic properties, so it's used as a tonic in bone soup, and that has the potential to strengthen muscles and bones. It's definitely a slow-growing tree. So if you can look at here, we cannot see the bud of this tree here. So by the time it's going to take up to bring up another bud that looks like this one, it will be a long time. So it's a slow-growing tree, but it's very beneficial if you use it in your soup. Splachyrina urensis, which is near threatened, and this is where we got our name silver oak from, because where we are located, our estate is called Mutero and Muhugu. In Kikuyu, Muhugu is this tree here, silver oak. Now, if you can show this one here, this is the African ebony, Dalbergia melanoxylon. In the wood carving industry, in the whole world, this is number one.
Yeah.
It is followed by this one.
All right.
It has very beautiful grains, and because of that, it has been overexploited for wood carvings. But number two, and unfortunately, it has been exploited to most of the Arabian countries to make wooden floors and
Wow.
yeah, beautiful ceilings.
And it grows all over Kenya or specific regions?
It grows from the highest point that it grows is in Ngong Hills and all the way down to the coast. Yeah. We'll talk about this one. Yeah, this is another beautiful climber that is called Casalpinia volcensii. Casalpinia volcensii is generally prescribed for malaria. If you take a leaf from this tree, it's actually very bitter, and as such, it is prescribed for
Similar
malaria.
to Azadirachtica
Yes,
indica,
yeah.
when you chew the leaf.
Yeah,
It's very bitter.
yeah.
This is a beetle, pepper beetle.
No, this one is a close relative of black pepper, and this one, the roots are also used kwa supu, and the leaves are actually aromatic, only that we might not be able to sample these ones as they are small, but the leaves are aromatic. So if you have your nose blocking from time to time, then you can take a leaf, crush it a bit, and put it in your mouth, in your nose, because it smells very nice. It encourages you to breathe more and take up oxygen to open up your
Nice.
and so on. But generally, cuttings are croning of a parent, so we only view that to be
For good genetics.
yeah, we view using cuttings when the tree is at extreme risk and the probability of harvesting seeds is not there.
Difficult, yeah.
Yes. So you can talk about this one here. This is Ocotea usamparensis, which is the camphor tree.
Camphor
Yeah,
for the smell.
yes, and also for the timber. Yeah.
Do you have Boswellia as well?
Boswellia, no, Boswellia
It's from like
Yeah.
Ethiopia.
yeah, I know, but it cannot grow here.
Okay.
It's a bit, especially this place is a bit cold for it,
Yeah.
because even acacias don't do well here.
Or maybe in Turkana or somewhere.
Yeah.